This is where it stops making sense, at least on the surface. An arrest isn't a ruling on who was right, or even on who started it. It's a narrower question, whether the officer has probable cause. The people here with nothing to gain all land on the same man. That, not who started the argument, is what probable cause runs on. And it puts him in cuffs, even if he never wanted the fight, even if the other man walked up looking for it.
Yeah, we're going to see this one later. That way we can have it. So you know, I need to double cut him. He's going to herniate this because I want to have it.
She said someone else sent you this video, you didn't take it?
That was, once I saw in the rearview mirror Eric go down, I got out of the truck. I was like, start recording. Because both of our daughters were in the back seat.
Oh, y'all's daughters are back there. Oh, okay, so it's your daughters that recorded it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Eric hadn't eaten all day in diabetes, and we were headed out to, we just lived on the other side of the bridge. We were headed out to, they wanted to go to Six Flags.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't even see this one yet. I just haven't went through some of this, like straight up just strangling them.
Yeah, so there's another one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'll just send me all the ones that you have, I'll make sure and send them to the case.
My dad's retired from Fallen County, and he was like, I don't know how the F we did it before this technology.
It definitely helps.
Yeah. When it started getting too tech savvy, he retired. He was like, I don't have time for this. He like literally types like one at a time. I'm like, oh my god,
You got a couple
Dad.
guys up there.
He's like, it's time to retire. I'm 25 years.
Send the other one too?
Yeah. I had that work on my phone today. It's being silly. It says it went through. I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Yep, I got it. Yeah. I got those videos too. I'll upload them to the digital. Do you want them?
Well, let me look at them one more time. Okay. Sorry. I haven't seen both of them.
Well, someone else that was just there going through the drive-thru or whatever took that video and then sent it to her because they stopped and got her number. Now she's sending it to the cops. Right, you can see how, like, yeah, anyone can make a video, right? Right, you can see how in some situations. Yeah, they use their comments. It's not the murder of the century, you know?
We're done with that. We're like, you have to get out of that. So right here, like I said, we went thought they were coming and going. It was like they were beat up and they were like, what are y'all doing? So Eric literally got out. He's like, hey, you know what's going on? This, that, and that. As I expect the husband to. Yes, I expect that.
They get chest to chest. Up to that, like, I got no problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a little hot. We're a little hot. Like, we're doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's leaving right now. But as soon as we start hitting each other, we can't. Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Ireland. Girl. That's why I laughed and said, I was like, we moved here to get out of the ghetto.
Heard that. You're going the wrong way.
The charge is assault. That's a Class A misdemeanor under Texas Penal Code 22.01, and it carries up to a year in county jail and a $4,000 fine. And the man who gets cuffed for it is the bigger one. The guy who put the other man on the ground and choked him. He threw the punches. So on that video, he's the one who committed the assault. The guy who got out of his truck and got in his face, the one with everything to lose, he's the one who walks. For all the talk about a gun, officers never found one. If you were making that call in the parking lot, did they get it right? Tell us where you land in the comments. And if this is your kind of breakdown, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
A new era of American shipbuilding is here.
Mm-hmm.
It's penalties, and you're cooking.
No, and then she
shit.
also kind of acknowledge how much time
Who could
That took
cope
them
like
more
this
than a few
with
officers,
hundreds of
right?
deals on Uber Eats?
There's a couple, yeah, a few.
It'll open up for us. No, it's not shown. I'm pretty sure if you go to like Google Maps, it'll show it as temporary closed. So that was my original question, was why is it we're striking this? Well, it turns out the IRGC's got their immediate airbase that's right off to the side of it. This is where we ended up bombing the crap out of them. And a lot of videos also ended up coming out of here, including the hangar being on fire, which you guys can actually see in this video
yes,
here.
so some people in class are making some interesting comments about being really careful. And looking where the guy went up to him looking for it, right? And then they made that clear. To avoid any lawsuits
This appears
on
to be
him
one of the
or
local
the
hangars that's on fire.
police
and
department
then when we go
make the
over, you can
arrest
also see another image of that same hangar that's on fire with some
Yeah,
local nationals just standing
I
around.
kinda get what
And
you're
then
saying.
also another angle of the of that particular hangar. I did locate it on the map this morning, and for the life of me, it was a while ago. I can't remember where
Fool
that
me
particular
100
hangar is located,
times.
based off of the road. But I would assume, because you do have the roads that go around this place, it was either from
And
the
one.
north. I honestly, I just don't remember that exact location. But this place got hammered pretty freaking good last night. Not a
One
lot
and
of
done?
Images of bombs and stuff going off. A
One
lot
and
of the stuff
done.
that was floating around that was attributing to be airstrikes for the immediate
What
airbase
fun
was
is
actually
one?
for the 4th Tactical Fighter Base. Big issue of people just taking stock and repurposing it and claiming that that's what was being struck. Nathan Snyder says that will totally block your proximal ureter and give you a kidney infection, which can quickly lead to sepsis, even in young, healthy people. That's what my fear is, which is why I'm going to the ER immediately following the stream to get this damn thing removed. Fox McCloud says we should take Karg just for the love of the game. Here's the thing, man. We don't need to take Karg Island, despite what a lot of people think. I don't understand why they're saying we need to take Karg Island. We shouldn't land troops on here because they're going to honestly be sitting docks without a lot of aerial defense assets attributed to them. They're just going to be sitting out there. So could the U.S. theoretically conduct, send in the Marines and conduct an amphibious landing onto Karg Island? Absolutely. Do we need to? Should we? Absolutely not, because we can already isolate it. This is just to me, it's a how do you want to say? It's a, I don't even know how to call it. It would be a PR stunt if we were to do that. It would be an unnecessary risk to our troops. Who is that down there? Pete says, wait, are you saying that they are using more propaganda and disinformation? No way. They're manufacturing news. They are news producers now. They are for the United States, and they are for a lot of news outlets. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think what's happening is you have Iran that's putting out information in the United States of America that is not. And so these media outlets are trying to do their best, but they don't have the right technical analysts to actually go in and put this stuff out. I got asked to do a news interview this afternoon, and I had to tell the guy, look, dude, I'm going to the hospital following my stream this morning, probably not going to make it. And then purposefully sharing with him all of the OSINT information that I had compiled over the last 12 plus hours of where these different strikes and everything had taken place, because it's pretty significant, the different targets that we hit. But when it goes down to actual confirmed videos and stuff, not that many. There's a lot of videos that are floating around claiming. I even saw that somebody claimed that over 6,000 rockets, bombs, ballistic missiles, whatever, that the U.S. ended up shooting over into Iran over the last 24 hours. That's not accurate. I have no idea who started that theory, where it came from, but a lot of the stuff that you guys are seeing, and I've even seen stuff being repurposed from the Ukraine-Russia war and attributed over this one. So be very careful when you're looking at things and sharing it, because as far as confirmed stuff goes, it's really starting to taper off. And so what we're all talking about, what we're suspecting is, I want you to look at what I've been able to compile just based off of it. And again, before we get the Bushehr nuclear power plant, how quickly you can actually compile the data of what's taking place and what's been hit. So the young Mooney, I will go. I swear to you, I will end the stream early. I promise. All right, man. I won't do a long stream this morning. I'm gonna go get myself taken care of. I've got, seriously, got Nelly C in my house, and my skin feels like cool to touch. Let's put it that way. All right. So yes, I am going to go. That was a helicopter on the runway in Yeni. What? No, that is not a helicopter. No, I know what you're talking about in this video, right? This is what you were talking about. Oh, son of a bee. Yep. You ever feel retarded? That's me today. That is most certainly a helicopter. So I do need to go to the hospital because I am feeling, not so good when I can't even ID a freaking helicopter. So thanks for pointing that out. There's your correction that I issued out. But anyways, it's dangerous. I understand, Young. I'm gonna go. I swear to you, I'm gonna get it taken care of. See, I don't understand why people have such a hard problem admitting their mistakes. Like, so if somebody says, hey, no, dude, that was a helicopter, and I go back, and I don't like the Houthis, and I don't like Iran, but I can at least go back and say, oh, you're absolutely right. I'm an idiot. That is for sure a helicopter. Thank you for correcting me. It's not that hard to put out. Yeah, we're human beings. We make mistakes. Like, it's okay to admit when you make a mistake. What the hell is wrong with people, man? It's fine. Anyways, I want to go back and I want to show you guys where the strike actually took place on Bashir Nuclear.
Wherever summer takes you, make sure your tires are ready for the ride. From July 5th through July 18th, buy 3 qualifying Cooper or Kelly tires installed and get the 4th tire free. Whether you're heading out on vacation or simply getting where you need to go, Cooper and Kelly deliver dependable performance at a value.
It'll be fine. Just feel a little sick is all. Where's that dang map? There we go. Okay. Here's the map. Let's see here. You're in my family prayers for this procedure, Matt. Thank you. Well, thank you, Ghost Hybrid. Hopefully it's supposed to be like quick in and out type stuff, so hopefully we're able to get it done. It should be quick in and out. I'm not too worried about it. It should be a quick in and out on that place. This is the wrong map, but I'll just freaking pull it up. Here, nuclear power. There we go. All right, so this will pull up the nuclear power plant for us, and we'll go zoom in on it and take a look over at the map. And I'll show you where these munitions end up getting hit. If you want, I'll pull up the actual imagery that people are using for it as well, that shows you what buildings actually got hit. I got a feeling you guys can just take my word for it. So we ended up cross-referencing, doing basic intersection or resection to figure out, number one, where some videos were being shot from, and then intersection to figure out some of the damage that got done. Bushir nuclear power plant, the first round of airstrikes the U.S. conducted the other day. And it wasn't on the reactor core itself, it was actually over here on the outskirts. Turns out we did good work on that. That ended up getting confirmed with a heat map. And then overnight, yesterday going into overnight, it looks like this building right here did end up getting struck, but it doesn't look like a bomb strike. People are saying that it was a U.S. airstrike that ended up striking this building right here. I don't believe it was. For those of you guys that are tuning in for the very first time, this is the 3rd confirmed impact now in the Bashir nuclear power plant property. The first one was actually right over here outside back in March, and we looked and analyzed that the other day. And it was like a very small crater impact from right over here, and it looked like a freaking rocket or something that likely got fired from inland that actually ended up smacking into that. Then we had one that ended up impacting over in this general vicinity the other day. And then today, going into yesterday, we ended up getting confirmation that this building actually ended up getting hit right outside the nuclear reactor. Here's the thing, the U.S. wouldn't risk bombing this frickin' thing and having, look how close to the water that is, and having some sort of frickin' radiation leak going into the Strait of Hormuz. I personally think that when you look at it, because we'd assess the direction of fire coming from this direction, and just from my experience in the Middle East, I would assume that you had some small rockets that are being launched from either this village right here, or somebody's driving out to the dang desert and launching these dang things at the nuke plant, trying to take it out. The reason I think they're doing that is because it feeds power over in this IRGC base, which, do I think the U.S. is behind it? Do I think Israel Mossad? No, I think it's just a freaking big pain in the ass. I think you just got locals that are pissed off that they've got their hands on some munitions. We are seeing people that are running around over inside of Iran right now. They're killing the siege forces or the local paramilitary. They're taking them out in little targeted ambushes and raids. So that's definitely going on. Anyways, the other confirmed strikes that we had happening, which I didn't even bother pulling videos because they're all crazy, is Bandar Abbas and Jazz. So those are the other two locations, and it's the same targets that we typically go after over in Bandar Abbas. IRGC missile, drone, naval, coastal facilities, and ports. So it just looks like we continue to hammer those further in the ground. And then over in JASC, you're going to have coastal missile, drone, naval surveillance sites using precision guided munitions at both locations. No new confirmed videos out of there that I was able to come across. I think the IRGC is probably going to turn the internet off today because of the amount of information that we're able to pull off the ground, which means CENTCOM's going to end up releasing more statements. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to jump off this morning. So I hope you enjoyed this quick update. I need to get going so I can take care of. I don't know what they're going to do because I'm just going to the ER right down the road from me. I don't think I should wait for my doctor to actually schedule it. I need to go in because I'm like, I basically got to, like, yeah, if you're getting the chills and all of that crap, it's a sign of an infection and you need to get your ass to the hospital. So that's what I'm going to go do. Hopefully I'm out before not too long, and I can give you guys an update. I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord, all right? So if you guys are in the Discord, if not, I posted a new link less than a week ago. It should still be active. If you're a true supporter, you guys have access to that. So go over the post on the YouTube channel and make sure you guys go in there and you're able to get that. Also, don't forget, all right, because again, when you guys support them, you freaking support me, right? Bravo Energy Pouches, welcome to that. So make sure you guys go over to takebravo.com, all right, and get over there and get your dang Bravo Energy Pouches, and use all of the freaking special stuff we've got right down below. I'm sorry, I'm sick as a freaking dog right now. I do need to get off, but I appreciate you guys, and I just want to give you guys a quick update for everything that's going on. And I'll be back a little bit later on tonight. Hopefully, inshallah, God willing. Just say some prayers. You guys know me. I'm silly. I'm stupid. So I'll probably be in the hospital on my phone going, okay, so we're striking this location right now, you know, like as I'm drugged up on morphine from all the pain. So love you guys. I'll see you hopefully later on this evening. Peace.
If you're ever seeking comfort, imagine a time in your life. It's beautiful and tender.
Has trouble speaking, probably some other things, had polio as a child, a whole bunch of health problems. The 84-year-old goes to the hospital, and the wife decides to take a trip to China. Does that seem odd? Does that seem odd? Think about your grandparents.
Not really.
Grandpa took a spill. Grandpa's in the hospital. Where's Grandma? She went to China. Something is not right. I don't know what it is, but something is not right. Now let's try to tie all of these together. So
makes total sense, doesn't it? Yeah. She's gonna go to Canada.
well, thank you for your time.
Hiding it.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Okay. Interesting people out there. They're sending out 12. I guess they're meeting up and gathering at the park. I don't know what time it is.
Good morning, I'm John.
I guess Maine is Eastern, right? Yeah, it should be Eastern, yes.
Starting my drive down Portland, Maine to get on my flight to get to Washington, D.C. and got the report that someone has been shot and killed by ICE officers in Biddeford, Maine. I am so deeply disturbed and angry. I, of course, need to know all of the answers here. Were they pursuing someone with a criminal record? Was this a random traffic stop? How did this possibly happen, and why was this person shot? Were the officers wearing body cameras? Will there be investigations? But more than anything else, I want to know,
hey, lady
why
who likes to ask a lot of questions.
Every report we hear is about somebody being picked.
I got some questions you can ask.
It's going to be another one of those stories. We will wait for the answers, and we will be asking a lot of questions. My sympathy to the individual and their family, and to the entire community of Biddeford, and for all of us.
What did I say?
Maine.
At 12 o'clock, they have something planned.
Well, oh, you don't like that? Yeah, the truth is a bitch, ain't it? Sorry. Shoot the messenger. Fucking psychos.
I guess I'm assuming a protest planned out there. Look closer. This may be after the show. Oh. Looked at it closer. This may be after the shot, and they were trying to stop it.
Being arrested for hit and run. Okay. In policing, hit and run calls are usually pretty anticlimactic because the suspect is already gone. Most of the time, it's handled with some paperwork, and insurance companies cover the cost. But sometimes there's a really good witness who gets a license plate number. The officer conducts a really good investigation, tracks the vehicle down, and takes the person into custody. This is one of those.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing? James. Nice to meet you, James. Felipe. Nice to meet you. What are you doing? So, I was just inside studying for school. Gotcha. And I had one of the Starbucks workers who was on break out here just hanging out. She came in and she was like, hey, you have a Nissan? I was like, yeah. She's like, somebody just sideswiped your car and just drove off. Hit it pretty hard. And I was like, oh, well, okay. Surprising. So I came out. It's on the left side. It was a white Lexus. Maybe you turned in. It wasn't. It's not this car. Okay. Yeah, like hit the rim, like some little spots, and then kind of just scratched it a little, and then you can see it turn off on the tire over there in the front. And I don't know if any of that's part of it.
No, because that's from the front side.
Yeah, so it's like.
So, damage basically is on.
She was like turning weird, so like hit this and straightened up, came back. I don't know. I didn't see any of it. She's the one who, and unfortunately, I don't have any cameras.
Okay.
But she did say like the wheels were like moved over and stuff because she like really pulled it. So I don't know if I haven't moved it or anything, so I don't want to.
Yeah, so I mean,
do that until you get your stuff.
No, you did. Okay. We're gonna talk to her real quick and see if she got any like vehicle information, stuff like that.
Yeah. So well, she has the license plate number she gave me and the car.
This is really good in, I guess, Dunwoody, Georgia. Most of the time when it's a private property, hit and run type situation, it's a station report or a telephonic report. To get an officer to show up at the scene and do this kind of investigation, shout out to Dunwoody, Georgia, because this is really good that the citizens get this kind of support from their police department.
So, white Lexus. She didn't say Savannah or SUV or whatever. I do.
And what you do
at Central Make Equipment and Motorsports, we're proud to carry Mahindra, the world's #1 selling farm tractor.
I'm not really worried about the damage. I mean, this didn't damage it. I ripped one of them off a minute.
Yeah, it's the tires.
I just hope nothing with the alignment. You see what I'm saying? I don't want anything with the
Oh, yeah, well, yeah,
CV joints and all the bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
So she said that the car moved. I was like, damn. Because she just pulled off.
Yeah, because I mean, if she hit the tires, she's gonna bounce off. I mean, that's one of the things.
But she said she kept pulling it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then.
Oh, I get you. There are three people that you could be in this situation. Hopefully, you're just not involved at all. You could be the victim of it, which is the guy that's on the screen. You can be the witness of it, which was the person obviously who reported it to the guy, or you can be the at-fault driver. So people say, well, what should I do if I'm any one of those people? Well, if you're the at-fault driver, obviously you want to be a noble and honorable person and let the driver know. If they're not around, leave a note somewhere. Go inside of a business that's close by and say, hey, listen, I hit this person's car. I don't know where they are. Here's my contact information. Number two, if you're a witness, don't confront people and get confrontational and aggressive about them hitting someone's car, even if they're attempting to leave. I think a good idea is to just jot down their information because you don't know who you're going to run into nowadays. And if you are the victim of this and the person says, hey, let's just take care of it here at the scene because I don't want to get my insurance company involved, you are treading on very thin ice because you don't know if they're going to fulfill what they said that they're going to do. Oh, I'll cash app you money today, next Wednesday when I get paid. People do that kind of stuff all the time. In my opinion, it's best to go official with these kinds of situations if you want to protect yourself. But above everything, do not get into a physical altercation with someone over this. It's definitely not worth it. Document, keep your safe distance. And is the work still here?
Yeah, she pulled off. She was in a black Honda. I don't know if she went on break or what.
Rachel Phillips drove up from Kennebuck on Monday morning to protest ICE. How far is that? Yeah.
You're almost in New Hampshire. In a couple hours, so.
Bangor.
Here, in Augusta.
I was going to say that ice was active in Biddeford in the recent weeks. Several people who live near the location on Monday shooting until they had seen and heard about increased ice activity in recent weeks. They chased down a bunch of guys working on a roof down the street a week or two ago. They've been cracking down apparently over there. Cracking down, see, is this line? No, they were alive. Oh, okay. So there is something I wanted to look at too. Where's it at? Oh yeah, we're gonna watch the video again one more time to see it. It was pointed out that this could be after the person was shot, possibly. In Maine, the ice shooting, they're saying possibly maybe this was after the person was shot, maybe. Trying to stop the vehicle. I'm not sure. The vehicle's going in circles. Shots fired, shots fired. Shots in. That's fire, that's fire, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, it's probably why that girl's going in circles like that, maybe. Okay. Well, that might be it for now. I might come back later then, I guess. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm gonna do another scan. I am curious about the park, though. I don't know if anybody's gonna be streaming out there. Anybody knows any of these people? What's that lady that was on the screen? That turned up lady. I paid her $20. Stream on TikTok. Who is that lady? I'm gonna take a quick look at citizens. Kind of, for some reason, not helpful there. I feel like they don't really stream out there in Maine. I'm surprised we even had a live feed. 54. I stream Susan, Charlie. What do you think her name is? Who's that? Let's see if anything's popping up over here. Propagating updated information. One person killed around 8 a.m. Maine House Speaker said there's ICE involvement. Maine State Police, crime scene and FBI on scene. DHS and ICE still have not issued an official statement. No threat to the public. Biddeford, Maine. Easy intel. Potential security. Oh God, what's this? What is this? We might have to jump on for something else. Anytime I'm hungry, some crazy shit happens. I'm stuck. One second, I'm have to look for something else.
They're level 15.
Oh, okay, it's already over.
Might as well just do a frickin' swan dive.
There was somebody
Not just meal kits, and it's not just groceries, it's both. I might be a dietitian, but I'm also a living mom, and I'm too juggling way too many activities. Some nights I have the time.
Rounds. The rough arcade will be closed while they investigate. Okay, thank you for sharing. Yeah, they just updated man arrested. Okay. Got him. Alright, I think that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna jump off for a little bit. I will be around today though. Appreciate you guys.
This officer to deliver the dependability to own your spot.
Let's talk about some advanced things in policing. Do you think that this officer really wants to be working on this hit and run, or he sounds like a young guy? He wants to be out there catching robbers and burglars and all kinds of other felons, but he's taking his time as if this was his own vehicle, as if it was his family member who was the victim of this. And he's extraordinarily professional throughout this whole process. Now, when he told her she's getting a ticket, I see some sense of relief in her that she's getting a citation because she sees the officer show up. She has no idea what's going to happen. So her behavior going forward is going to be very, very interesting to see what she lets on. I'm a fan of how this officer operates.
I thought something else had happened. That's why I kind of like went into a panic. I was like,
oh, no.
Police are, really, I should have checked that car. I didn't.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And this adds to the same phone numbers, to the same, all the good stuff. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back with you. Okay.
Okay, can I sit in my car? Sure. Okay, thank you.
I will have her detained in 2 minutes if you want to have my way.
That radio traffic was interesting because he said, I'll have her detained if you'll be in about 2 minutes or something like that, which is interesting since he said he's issuing her citation. This is going to get interesting.
Alright, now, so this here's for you. Except for that next, not saying submission will get it, basically striking another vehicle.
Okay.
And leaving the scene of the accident.
Okay.
Quick question, where do you work at?
I'm actually a student at the Atlanta School of Sun. Okay. So I have 2 days left.
Okay, almost there.
Yeah, 2 more days.
Gotcha. Alright, let's get that real quick, and I'll give you your copy.
How do I fix it?
I'll pocket there.
Okay.
That's your copy, citation number.
Of course, Saudi Arabia have been working for a long time, for years and years, to fight against the Islamic Republic of Iran. MBS, the current prince, even called Ali Khamenei the Hitler, the new Hitler of the Middle East. East, and during when the war started, obviously before the war, 28th of April, MBS was lobbying President Trump to hit the IRGC hard. And even when you had the state of Qatar and the Pakistanis trying to stop the Americans, MBS and Salah were saying, no, keep going, do not allow these guys to survive. And of course, we are now getting more involvement. So let's quickly go through the actual plane. It's a passenger plane, and it's an airplane that was used to transport a huge number of IRGC members to Sana'a, and they started chanting on the plane as they got the news that Saudi Arabia are hitting the runway of the airport.
It's much more than just appliances. You get the latest innovations, like a fridge that's also an ice master, all with the backing of LG, America's most reliable and #1 appliance brand. LG refrigerators, so much more.
The future of home shopping is here, and it's only on Homes.com. Introducing Homes AI.
Welcome back. How can I help?
Homes used to be a 3-bedroom in Atlanta. I love to cook. Show me the kitchens. Narrow it down to homes walkable to a Whole Foods. Ready to see what you will find with Homes AI?
That's an interesting process. This officer slides a fox. He must like have a super low heart rate, just very super calm.
Absolutely
This
crazy.
whole process didn't
So,
went on for a second,
yeah,
except that weird
these
radio
guys,
traffic
we
where
don't
he said,
exactly
I'll have her
what's on the
detained
plane,
in about 2 minutes,
but the
which was
bombs
leading me to
have
believe
I'll
that
tell you
this
what's
is
crazy.
doing
the
him a
two
citation. But
bombs
this is
showed
something
people
interesting
close
because
by.
in this process,
It's
the citation
15.
was booked on a separate charge. And by
about the camera was so close by, you can actually see the bombs coming down.
giving her the citation. He slides a fox by not letting it on.
Yemen have now been
I can't beat a level 50.
It's
stupid. This is why they have classes. You know, lightweight, heavyweight, featherweight.
Defense Minister of Yemen has now said
Light as a feather, stiff as a
has
pole.
exhausted all diplomatic means
That is crazy.
persuade
Not
Iran
fair.
and the Houthis to reconsider their actions and stop violating Yemen's airspace. We have
That's okay.
repeatedly urged both parties to cease these violations. Our patience has now
That's okay.
run out.
Section 400, right?
We will respond appropriately
That's
to
okay.
these infringements, and we hold
I'm building my player. I'll be a level 15 soon. And then when the playing fields are even, or somewhat, right, I mean, yeah, it's not all
from the jail. Sometimes
the plane manages
within that city or county or whatever jurisdiction frees up officers to be out on the road to do what they have to do. So I'm a fan of the prisoner transport vehicle process. They used to be called pad wagons, and that term was
did manage to eventually land,
they got rid of that term some time ago. So now they're referred to as prisoner transport vehicles.
well, see, the difference is going to be they paid to get up to those levels really fast, and they pay for all the upgrades and this and that. It's impossible if you're a non-paying player. I know, you're just there for the show or something. I don't know.
1 second, I think there's yeah, this is
No, actually, see what happens is the non-paying players, see, they gotta work extra hard to get up to that level 15. So when they get there, all those ones that have been laughing at them, can beat them like nothing. I know, once they get up to their level, no fucking competition.
Video statement by the armed forces of Yemen warning the Islamic regime of Iran of severe
I'm almost there.
consequences. Let's quickly
I'm
do
almost
that,
there.
and then more escalation in Iran happening.
لقد حاولت الحكومة الشرعية اليمنية وبالتعاون مع المجتمع الإقليمي والدولي وبكل الوسائل الدبلوماسية والقانونية.
Placement and timing is so important in this game.
بالعودة إلى جادة الصواب وعدم اختراق الأجواء اليمنية بالطيران الإيراني، وهذا الاختراق ليس الأول، إنما اختلف عن سابقيه في التحدي للشرعية الدولية. فنحن في هذه اللحظة نقول نفذ الصبر، وعليك سنقوم بالرد المناسب على هذا العمل الغاشم الغادر، وبالتصدي والتعامل مع الطيران المعادي المنتهك للأجواء والسيادة اليمنية، وبجميع الوسائل المتاحة حتى نلقن العدو درسا يسمع به القاصي والداني وتعلم به الأجيال اليمنية القادمة ويعرف الجميع أن لليمن شعبا وقيادة يدافع عنه برا وبحرا وجوا مهما كانت العواقب ونحمل النظام الإيراني كامل المسؤولية القانونية والأخلاقية.
For those of you who couldn't read the subtitle, essentially the Yemeni government and the armed forces have said the same thing as the foreign ministry, that the Islamic Republic will face the consequences, and we will teach them a lesson. Now they can't say this because they have the backing of Saudi Arabia and the United States of America. There is an escalation in the Persian Gulf, I believe, with the blockade that has now reinstated. A couple of reactions there. Dagon Dave says, say hello to Greg. You mushy moo wearing
yeah, hold on.
This is that if revolution had never happened, the Crown Prince would have been Shah of Iran since 1980.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I can answer that right now. Right, so a lot of people over the years have asked why don't we go see the mayor, talk to the governor, write a letter, take it to Congress. Right, so over the years, a lot of people have, okay? Us included. So, yeah, we were done with that. 2012, we were done. So fucking done. So when you start to, no, and it's not that, the people at the top, as you can see, they don't know. That's the thing. That's what a lot of people try to stop, is them from, yeah, the top of a lot of things. The top of businesses, the top of chop shops. Right, I mean, think about it. When you got, there's criminal organizations going on, or good or bad businesses, or a good business, and then a couple of the workers are doing some horrible things. Yeah, it can piss off the owners, you know. I know sometimes they try not to let them know because they don't want them to take matters into their own hands, and sometimes they do. They get so fucking pissed off. Yeah, and then they wind up in jail. Does anything get solved? No. And the crimes and fraud and all that was being committed doesn't get exposed. That's some crazy murder. Take their guns. Yeah, it turns into that shit. I know. So, yeah, back in 2008, 9, 10, we were dealing with the Main Parent Federation and all that. Letters that were being written, calls that were being made to different organizations all throughout our systems, FBI, NASA, politics, media, all throughout. Right, it never would get to their desk, would it? Before it would even get there, other investigators, people, they grab a hold of it, want to try to get their own deals. An open door into a cesspool, make-believe world. Yeah. Right, it's too juicy and good to pass up to those people and bother their minds with it. They wouldn't understand it anyways, would they? Yeah, no, the people in the middle will say the same thing, whether it's going down or up. Oh, they won't get it anyway. They wouldn't know what to do with it if they had it. Yeah, or whatever it is, and that information, it never gets up there because there's all these other investigations. That's it. We've explained that. That's why the punks usually pick immigrants or mentally ill people, you know, with a history. Right. So that way there, when the concerns are raised, it doesn't get looked at because they're angry about the investigations, or they're just jealous, or, yeah, oh yeah, they've always lied, or whatever it is, you know, a history of this or that, and just paperwork. It never gets. And if it does get up to the top, it gets to the top in a twisted way, a very twisted way with a lot of these situations. And when you have people that are connected to those lines, like, you know, I know a lot of the people connected to, what was it, Trump's Lady Luck, yeah, pageant, some of the druggies and people and security teams. Doesn't make Trump bad, anyone in its administration, right? There are just a few people that take advantage of traveling bans, and they're going to think it'll look like it's associated to them because they worked for him, or they did a pageant, or wrote a book, or whatever it is, because they have ties to them in some way. Yeah, a lot of criminals and psychos and people in these communities take advantage of a lot of the locals in that way. And they always pat them on the back and lick their assholes because they know important people. They met him? Oh, wow. Did you meet Trump? Wow. I'm like, no way. Guess we're going to have to take your side because you're cool and they're not. Yeah, they're just spoiled big mouth brats. They're just jealous. Right, so you see that all throughout, right, with different associations to different businesses, auditions, jobs, right? I mean, it's a cutthroat business. People just trying to get a management position in some places, you know? I've seen it in fast food places. Bitch! I was in line for that management position. You know? And then you're showing up and some fucking bitches hanging out of the fryer, like, oh, jeez. Is it that highly sought after? Or? How much was the raise? How much was the raise? What the oh. Yeah, so nothing personal. Shit happens. Gets through the cracks. That's one of those. This is one of those, folks. Yeah, so we're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine. Yeah, child pedos. Fucked and tortured our children for years and tried to kill us. These are facts. It needs to be addressed. People need to be educated about it. And it's sad how the people at the top have been lied to and misguided by a lot of middle people doing their investigations and giving their opinions. I know, and they're seeing that too. It's taken a while. Once they get, you know, through those barriers and lift the veils and become enlightened to those things. Yeah, I mean, any human being does what's right. And when you do that, it pisses off a lot of people. Because it's almost like you're siding with crazy people. You're going to side with the witches. They're going to make you eat maggots. You're going to side with the non-vaxxers. You're going to side with the Nazis. Right, so a lot of people have already talked about this, right? The people saying they're going to go to sleep on the couch because their wives and daughters get upset if they even mention those things. That handful of things we've talked about. Yeah, so what the fuck? Absolutely disgusting and disturbing, too, what these people have done with their own children and to others. Absolutely fucking psychotic. I mean, we're talking about some evil, sadistic, psychotic shit. I grew up with it. I can recognize it very easily and how disturbing and fucking sick and scary it is. And when you see these fucking slugs protecting them, I know, it's a good show, huh? And it's hard to lay off someone with such a fucking ego like you'd never seen before. Sick. And maybe you can teach it to be good and use that power and force and energy to do good, Mr. Jones. You sick fucks. Yeah, I'd wake the fuck up if I were you. Much love to you, too. It's okay. I've hugged it out and become very good friends with people that have tried to kill me, so. All is good in the hood, as they say. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. Sorry. Now they're gonna make a call. That's good. It's unacceptable. I can't help myself sometimes. Brisk breathing. You ever do brisk breathing when you just really quick? You know, like a boxer. Yeah, it's good. It's good for you. You know, it kind of helps when you're in the zone sometimes and you're just shooting from the hip and from the lip. Yeah, whatever. Call me a shallow breather. I don't fucking care. Who the fuck cares? Fucking shallow Hal. Get the fuck out of here. Meow wow. Meow wow. You're welcome. Thank you. We're going to finish we made some really good, lightly toasted peanut butter sourdough bread with a thin layer of natural peanut butter, Smucker's natural peanut butter, really good. Very thinly sliced apples on top of that. And some Cheerios. I'm not a big cereal eater, no. I like to have some Cheerios every once in a while. Chex is pretty good. Life's good. Remember Cracklin' Oat Bran? No, stop that again. Alright. Any other questions, comments, or concerns will be here. You're welcome. Yeah, I sure hope so. Yeah, so when you understand that and how many years this has gone on and how we work with a lot of good people. We had to come into a space of acceptance. It's hard to accept, so we're going to let child molesters walk around in broad daylight with these kids who can't talk or vaccine injured. Right. So you have to bite your tongue, right? Yeah, because they'll lock you up if you keep speaking the truth. Okay. Really, you like those slots, don't you? You're gonna lock who up? You're gonna lock who up? Like in a physical or a mental prison? What are we binded by, you sick fucks? Huh? I'm telling you, we got some of the sickest, nastiest motherfuckers around here, and I really do hope and pray they burn in hell forever and ever. Do you know what those kids have been through? Right, so yeah, it's hard to accept, yeah, so we're just going to let them walk around in broad daylight. Imagine your kids, for real. No, this is a real situation. They're right fucking next door. Knowing what we know, and these fucking cunts within the system, school department, state department, playing their fucking games. Right, and when you make the connections with some of the other shit going back to 9/11 and in the 90s, and you start understanding, too, the technologies and the capabilities there, and how it's nothing to get too freaked about, but to understand that's how they know. And when the doctors or people like David Wilcock try to tell them, no, she's not crazy, doesn't need to be medicated, you all should probably back the fuck up and leave her alone. Right, there's a lot of me's, okay? Please understand there's a lot of me's. We're dead. This is nothing personal. Don't do us any fucking favors. This shit needs to be exposed, and those kids and hostages need help. Fuck. Do you understand? I hope so. I really hope so, for the sake of your life and your children's, if you have any. If not, maybe you have a business, you know, like a little baby. Is there anything you care about?
Voted for the Trump administration. We didn't vote for them in the White House. So then they go in there, they give you what you need, and you've got people out there already, like speculating about, oh, the Jews did it, the Iranians did it. Folks, there's no evidence of that. None. There's zero evidence of that. You know, I get this question a lot, given my background and experience interviewing psychopaths, sociopaths, and there's a lot of it. You know, early on, when I was shotgunning applications, when I was a New York City cop, you know, you shotgun applications if you want to be a federal agent. You put them out everywhere. DEA, I think I applied there, ATF, Secret Service, FBI. I wanted to go in the FBI, but the Secret Service reached out first, and I had... folks, dispensation, I'm going to mention my education. Is that okay? Are you sure? Andy, folks, is it okay in the chat? You mentioned your education. You're probably a dumbass. It's important to the story, though. I was in, I can't even say this because it sounds like, I was in graduate school, forgive me, I'm sorry, for psychology time. I'm sorry for mentioning it. I promise I'm not trying to impress you. However, the Secret Service interviews psychopaths who threaten the president and protectees all the time. So they called me first because I had a skill set they could use, be able to translate some, you know, jargon from psychiatrists and psychologists. Okay, done, forget I mentioned it. However, they called first, and I was in a protective intelligence squad for a long time, interviewing people threatening the president. I have a lot of experience with these sociopaths and psychopaths. So when I get this recurrent question about the doomers and the grifters, the conspiracy theory bums and everyone else, the liars and the frauds, how can they do this? I mean, this Erica Kirk lost her husband. How could they do this? And, you know, they're attacking the administration for how can they? The answer is, I'm telling you, listen to me, please. They don't care. I mean it. They don't care. Dr. Dan, Radon 23, I wish. Yeah. Folks, they don't care. It does not impact them at all.